We're getting there. Ladies and gents, what's up? Another episode, another week. Mr. Poseidon in the live stream Sunday nights, 7 p.m. We're here. Got the wife here tonight with me. We got the boys here tonight. What boys you saying? We got the Salty Boys on. That's right. The brothers. That's the Salty Brothers Outdoors. We'll be talking some fishing tonight. We're going to be talking some black drums, some redfish. And the main thing that I wanted to bring up was the winters that we've been having. A little cold winter this year. Everybody always talks about winters bring good spawns. Well, we got guys knowledgeable on that field on tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about that. And some other things that we're going to bring up, such as, I got to get the glasses on for this one. Welcome, everybody, man. Another great show. Great guests we're going to have on tonight. So I want to talk about the 28th annual fishing show. That's the Plum Island Fishing Show. That's going to be set on March 21st. It's 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. That'll be at Hope Community Church, 11 Hale Street, Newbury, Massachusetts. Check it out. Get over there. Nick does a great job getting this together every year. And again, that's the 28th annual fishing show. That's March 21st. And that's on the 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Get there. Always a great show every year. Say hello to my wife. Ro! What's going on, darling?
Hello.
How's everything going?
Fabulous.
We had a good week this week, right?
Busy, as always.
Busy with work. I know I've done a couple of doubles. I know you've been busting your chops a little at work. You guys are busy right now. Other than that, today, guys, we got on the show two brothers, Nick and Alex. These guys are known as the Salty Brothers Outdoors. I'm super stoked for this one. We'll be with you guys in a minute. I know you're waiting in the background over there. Let's say hello to some people. Yak Angler, how you doing? Let's go. Willie J, what's going on? Cosmic Laws. There she is. The lady who makes these beautiful, beautiful cups here. This one's Mrs. P's. I got mine in my car. I use mine for my work coffee when I'm shooting to work. City Boys, here they go. Random Blind Casting, how you doing, buddy? What's going on? Bluebish, haven't seen you on in a while. Glad to see you here. We'll see Bluebish at the challenge that I throw every year. That's the Montauk Striper Challenge. Registration's open. You can easily get there by going to my website, which is MrPoseidonOfficial.com. You'll see the tab there. Please click on that. And also the Jersey Striper Challenge. When are we going to be opening registration this week for that, right?
By the end of the week?
Yep, by the end of the week we'll have that on. Say hello to some more of our friends out there. Rick Talifaro, what's going on? He was the winner of the most accurate challenge in last year's. The tug. The tug is the drug.
Thank you, Dana.
No doubt about it.
Thank you, Black.
Black, thanks so much, bros.
Thank you, A.K.A. Tiger.
That's the Rockaway Boys. You guys are all right, man. Thank you so much. Black, thank you also. And the tug is the drug. We take
super chats and
super chats and super stickers. It helps us build up some money last year and the year before. We used the money at the end of the year for the first prize, which was $5,000. Last year we got up to $4,800. Put the last 200 in, no worries. Super stoked. Can't wait for that tournament. It's going to be absolutely great this year. We are very much ahead of last year's pace. I think we're over the 30 mark already as far as how many people have joined. We're expecting over 250 people this year, this year's competition. Rick Hernandez, what's up, buddy? Rick Hernandez also, big-time fisherman, surf fisherman. We go fishing together and been at my tournament. All of them, I think, Rick. Oski 007, how you doing? Good to see you. Who else we got out there? Mike Kish, what's going on? Good to see you also. All right, so let's get started here. Anything else we got going on, honey, before we start?
Mentioned already, registration.
You don't have to whisper to me. You can say it right on the mic. We're here.
Whispering.
Hey,
All
Eddie
good.
Bucktails, D-Bar. What's going on, guys? All right, so let's get to the boys right now. That's the Salty Brothers Outdoors.
Salt Brothers.
Ladies and
Salt
gentlemen,
Brothers.
the Salt Brothers. Let's go. Nick
How you doing?
and Alex. How you doing, guys?
Hey,
Hey guys.
what's going on?
It's a
Thank
beautiful
you for
thing.
having us on, Mr. Poseidon. It's nice meeting you.
Absolutely. Nice to meet you guys. Two young guys over there, two young brothers, good-looking guys over there. How the girls doing? Let's ask that first.
Doing just fine. Yeah, we got a few of them.
There you go.
Just one each. Just one each.
Yeah,
One each.
there you go. That's good enough, man. Today it's really tough to handle above one. But other than that, guys, it's nice to see you on the show. I'm super excited. I saw you guys put up a post. That's how I learned about you, about the winter cold and what the spawning seasons bring to us. But
Yes.
before we get to that, let's talk about you guys. You guys are young cats. You're what, 28 years old now, you told me?
Yep. 28.
Yeah, so let me start with Nick. Nick on the right, right? Oh no, Nick on the left, Alex on the right. So Alex, I'm going to start with you. I spoke with you. So you told me you were a nurse. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so me and this guy are actually both nurses.
Okay.
We both went to nursing school. We actually worked in the same operating room together for a couple of years. Yeah, but we got out of the field. We're actually in
Sales.
pharmaceutical sales now.
Yep.
Which it's going good.
Good.
But ultimately we love fishing. Whenever we're not working, we're fishing. We work on the weekends too. We wait tables. But we love fishing. Whenever we're not working, we're fishing.
Wow. So I'm going to stop you there just for a second.
Yeah.
Just because you said you got jobs. Now, I know in sales, you're making your own hours, but you got to work. You got to work to sell. It's not easy.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're also telling me you guys wait tables on the weekend, dudes. Come on.
Absolutely. For
Holy
about 10 years.
It's good
Wow.
cash. Good cash.
Yeah.
Wow.
You hear about our generation and how hard it is to get ahead, but
Right.
you got to be gritty. You got to be gritty in order to, get 1 foot ahead of you.
Well,
So,
what we're hearing about your generation, let's be honest, you're a bunch of freaking bums is what you are.
No.
But not you guys. You guys are not bums. It doesn't sound
that's
like
what
you are.
they say, right? That's what they say.
No.
That's what they say. But I'm only kidding, guys. So you put in a lot of time for work,
Absolutely.
obviously, but let's talk about fishing. How did that come about with you guys? I mean, I know we talked about your grandfather. You guys tell me the story.
So ultimately, it was our father who got us into surf fishing. We'd be kids hanging out on the beach, and Dad would be having a rod out there in
Yeah.
a sand spike,
Northern kingfish.
catching northern kingfish.
Oh, I have that
And
photo.
ultimately, it was bloodworms and fish bites, but it kept you entertained, and it was fun when they were hitting. Being an 8-year-old kid reeling in a fish, it was you get
Yeah.
jittery thinking about it. It
We
was a good
see,
time.
we got a picture up of you guys here with your dad, and there's 3 of you. I know there's one of you guys missing. You told me that he's
Yeah.
not really a big fisherman like you guys, but got the family up there right now. What beach you guys at right there?
Brigantine.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, but we grew up in a house. We played a lot of baseball, which just so happens to be when striped bass fishing is. So we
Fishing
we
time.
played a lot of baseball in the fall and the
Uh-huh.
spring.
Basketball in the winter.
So we really didn't get into striped bass fishing until we were done playing baseball
Wow.
after college.
In college.
basically in college, yeah.
right?
Wow, pretty cool. So when you say basically in college, so was that when you were coming home on spring breaks and going out with dad and stuff?
that's it. Really, that's when we actually created the channel.
Yeah.
Was in
Right.
college. And we decided we're like, let's film it. Let's
time.
let's get the GoPros. We have some more time, and let's make this a thing.
Yeah.
Let's bring the people with us.
Yeah.
That was the mentality.
Yeah, we love watching it over. You know, you get to relive it after you film it. The ultimate goal is, you know, years later, you know, when we're old men, we get to watch it and say, "Oh, remember this?
That's
Let's
right.
put this on."
Look back.
Yeah,
That's right. But by that time, I'm pretty sure you're going to be like, I saw that one already. Shut it off. I can't take it anymore.
yeah.
But that's all good. So you guys are obviously, I learned today that you're actually twin brothers, right?
Yes.
And one guy's older than the other guy by what, 2 minutes, we said?
1 minute.
1 minute. There you go.
Can't let them forget it either. Oldest brother.
Well, that's good. So you guys, obviously, you do fishing. So you started out fishing probably with bait, correct? Like most of us, we put that first hook on, we put that first worm on the hook, and our careers are propelled from that one little stinky worm. But anyway, tell me a little bit about now. I know we were talking about, before we get into the topic of winter, because I'm really excited about that topic, spawning in cold winters. You guys, we were talking about black drum, and I know down in South Jersey, especially in the area where you guys are at, those fish are nice targets down there. Tell me a little bit about that, how that started, and
Oh yeah. So I actually didn't start targeting them up until about 2 years ago. Now I do want to give credit where credit's due. There is a gentleman that fishes. He's an angler down here. His name's Jonathan Boyd. He actually taught me everything I know. He's got a lot of good stuff out there. But just to break it down for you in layman's terms, when you target them in April, you need fresh surf clam. You want to look at the tides; they're very important. I learned that the hard way. A lot of skunks
And the fresh surf clam.
Yep, the fresh. Yeah,
You
yeah.
have to.
Yep, you can't use the frozen stuff. You know, the pre-shucked. It's got to be in the shell. You got to fish the incoming tides, and
Change the bait every.
every
hour?
15. No, every 15
minutes.
15
Okay.
minutes. You got to have fresh bait out there, and you just got to put the time in. But there's a tight window in between. It's that first week of April. And
guys, listen up. Listen to this carefully, what they're telling you, especially you guys that want to get out there for those fish. Go ahead, buddies.
Yep, the first week of April, you want to target them on the sod banks. After that, the first week of May, you'll find them out front in the surf. We've found luck at the dead low tide
Wow.
with those fresh surf clam. We did well. Actually, last year we caught more black drum than we did striped bass.
Yes.
Wow.
Crazy.
You guys
Yeah.
listen to that, huh? And you guys, do you catch and release everything? And I don't mind if you go by the law. You do what the law says. So you guys do keep fish?
We don't keep black drum.
Okay.
The way I look at it is they're such a rare fish.
Yeah, they are.
For Jersey to begin with, I would feel like I am doing a disservice to the fishery.
Right.
So yeah, it's all catch and release for black drum for us.
Yeah. So when you
Apparently they got worms. The bigger they get these parasites in their muscle mass. Which apparently I don't know. You can cook them out, but still, it kind of grosses me out.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. No doubt about it. But I know you were saying that, So basically, too, what you were just saying about catch and release, I'm a big believer in that. I try not to keep any fish at all. When I fish in the rivers, we're using bloodworms a lot, fresh bunker. And when I talk fresh, I'm like you, how you mentioned fresh. You want to catch big fish, guys, the fresher the bait that you're using, the better. Because big fish are not dumb. They know when you got a piece of meat and you've had it frozen for a few days. Fresh is the name of the game. So like myself, I go down there, I use fresh bait, and I know when we're using bloodworms, at the start of the season, it's how we catch our fish here. And again, you mentioned fresh with your clams.
Yes.
You got more of a chance of catching fish that way. But continuing on that, do you guys use lures as far as catching these fish?
Never, no, not for black drum. Strictly surf clam. I hear guys they'll get them on bloodworms occasionally, but for the most part, it's fresh surf clam.
Very
but
nice, guys.
I know down south they occasionally get them on a lure, right?
From what I hear, yes. I've seen many guys get them on lures, but again, it's the same thing like with striped bass. You can go to some rivers and catch the fish on lures, but in other rivers, you need bait. Where I am, if you're not using bloodworms or fresh bunker, you're not going to catch any striped bass. Guys come down there with baits, 3, 4, 5-inch shads. They're not catching any. There are guys that go out on the boats. They get the little schoolies, 3, 4-inch shads. You can get the fish that chase. In rivers, the oxygen is not abundant like in the ocean. When you're fishing the oceans and out in front of the surf, you got some heavy waves crashing, you're going to create a lot of oxygen. Those fish got a lot of power to fight you back. But here in the rivers, you get a little good fight at the start, and then basically what you're doing is you're pulling in a dead fish at the top. It's not dead, but it's just not fighting you like it would in the ocean, and that's because these waters just don't have enough oxygen in them for them to do that.
Makes sense. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the redfish down there.
Yeah. I did make an informational video. So during the off season, we love making informational videos. We actually started it last year. We were, January came around. We were like, what do? We can't fish.
So bored. Right?
So we're like, let's get some content out. Let's throw out some informational videos. And
Nice.
people, we like making it.
Yeah.
So last year we made a red drum video, and we talked about the red drum fishery that was back in the early 1900s. So it was around Hereford Inlet and Corson's Inlet. There was an actual run every year that people would actually set up fishing huts in the fall and target specific red drum. Now, since then, they totally wiped them out. And it wasn't until up maybe like 10 years ago they started catching them again. Maybe like 2 or 3 a year we've been seeing, but they're saying they could come back. They could come back.
It's amazing how fish life, biological life in the ocean, it does come back, man. We used to worry about oil spills and all that. It's amazing how quick the oil absorbs, or should I just say cleans this stuff. It's like a filter, that sand down there. It's amazing.
It's incredible. I gotta ask you now, Mr. P. Do you guys, you guys catch weak fish up there? I assume.
Yes.
Now, do you feel the same way about the population rebounding with what we're saying with redfish, but with weak fish?
Yeah. So we got somebody on here right now. That's Eddie Bucktails. That's Edwin Rivera. He's a big weak fish guy, and he told me that the weak fish 100% is rebounding. Because I remember in my youth days, we used to go down August, September, used to be picking up weak fish off the surf, and in recent years that's kind of died out. But now it's coming back again. And weak fish, if you're eating fish, that's nice fish to eat. It's like a trout fish you're basically eating, But again, I don't really catch fish like I bought it. I bought it up earlier. The only time I'll keep a fish is in the river if they swallow a hook, man. A lot of people will be like, leave the hook in there. I don't do that. I'll keep the fish no matter what it is. I'm not going to let it go to waste. But that's basically the only time. Lures, everything. I haven't had a fish really swallow a lure on me so far. But we do have fish that just swallow these things sometimes. But other than that, so tell me the areas you guys are fishing at. You don't have to be specific. I mean,
So We're so during the March, April spring run. I know it's been restricted, so the Delaware River will fish. We'll also fish around Atlantic City, Brigantine. We love Great Bay. We have a little Carolina skiff we take out. We go flounder fishing in the summer.
A lot of crabbing.
Yep.
Like that mic, by the way, Mr. P.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Yes, sir. I got them all over the walls here and everything.
Nice.
So
We go up north in the fall. We chase that spring, that fall run. Island Beach State Park, around that whole area. Yeah.
head up north.
Good stuff. I'm over there too in the fall. Beautiful area up there. You got, especially you're in the Island Beach State Park area, you got basically 25 miles of beautiful white sandy beaches. Guys and ladies, always remember, be clean and always follow the laws. These beaches, these pristine beaches can last forever, man. I want to say hello to some people. Danny D. Morales is out there. Danny, thank you so much for everything, brother, for your support. Israel Delgado, I see you, brother. Thank you again for your support. Bronx Surfcaster, my moderator. Thank you so much, Oscar. You're a good man. Everybody who's out here, thank you so much. Carl Newman, I see you. Just a bunch of great people. We run this show every Sunday night. Basically 7 years coming up this June. We're only missing, one Sunday, honey, we missed? And that was a few months ago. I was sick. I could not come on that day. But other than that, Grandpappy, there he is. Grandpappy was on here when we had 5 people on as a guest 7 years ago. But thanks, Grandpappy. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who comes out here. And again, we do, we take super chats, and you can become a member. It's cost basically $3 a month. That's our membership. And what you get out of that is when I put out videos, you're able to see the videos first for a few days. And also, we do our weekly giveaways on the show. This week, we're going to be giving away a Hog Island Lures Company, Custom Wood Lures. Nice big limited edition spoof here. Looking at 9 inches and 3.8 ounce, and it's a floating baby. So we're going to be giving this one out today. Put that on the overhead. You guys know how to do it on my Instagram, where I advertised for the Salty Brothers are going to be on. You basically tag 3 people. Make sure you're a subscriber or follower, and you're in. So other than that, I'd like to welcome again the Salty Brothers onto the show.
Nick and Alex, somebody was asking about the picture behind you. Antagonizer Lure is asking about that picture behind you. Cool picture.
This one up here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My fiance got it for me. That's a good question. I don't know where she got it.
Oh, it's bought. Oh, okay.
It's bored. We thought maybe you guys took that picture, created it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I wish. No.
It's all right. It's
Very
good.
cool.
Good stuff. So you said fiance, you're going to be getting married soon?
Yes, in September.
His brother, his good
Nice.
brother, put his hand on his shoulder. Was like, good luck.
Of
It's all
course.
coming. No, I'm just kidding. It's all good.
Yeah.
He's got to make the speech.
I'll be making the speech at the wedding, so
Very
Oh,
cool.
So nice.
Yeah, we got married in September, but a long time ago, 27,
We won't say how many years.
27 years ago. Anyhow. It's all good. It's all good. As long as you find the right partner. And it's not just about a girl allowing you to go fishing. It's got to believe in you, and, it's what you like and what she likes. You both work together, and hopefully you'll last a very, very long time. It says you could take a video also with a photo. Why can't you take a video of everything?
Oh, that's a
It is
question on the
on
challenge.
On the challenge. So you could take, wait, what was that, honey? Read that again. It says you could take a video also.
It says you can take a video also
So
with
the-
a photo.
Yeah, the reason we
I don't
asked
know
that
about
is
that.
this. If imagine you take that photo of a 50-inch fish that you just caught, and it didn't come out. It came out blurry. Now you got a video that you took a video behind it. It's basically for you. It isn't for us. It's to back you up. You can do it. You can not do it. It's all up to you. Other than that, but go ahead, honey. What was that you going to say?
No, that's it. That was the one I was reading at Gregory, because he had a question about why must you fish with a partner if usually they fish alone?
Well,
So
two reasons.
yeah.
You know, one reason when you're fishing with a partner, just for safety reasons, especially out in Montauk, you're out in the rocks at night. If you've been there before, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You're not going to get hurt. I know you're not going to get hurt, but it'd sure be nice if you had somebody there, something went wrong. But here's the main reason. So you catch a fish at night. You got to take a picture of that fish. You got to be in it. That's when the partner comes in and takes that picture. So having a partner is great. If you could take that picture alone at night, good luck. Do it. I mean, if you feel you can pull it off, but having a partner is really the way to go. Other than that, what else do we got out of here on? It says, Bronx Surfcaster says, I always watch Nick and Alex. I respect the bait fish content. No doubt about it. These guys are knowledgeable, and we're going to continue on that right now. So let's talk about a little bit about the winter spawning. I'm here in the Hudson River. Every year we talk about spawning, and that if there's cold winters, there's a better spawn. So let's elaborate on that, talk a little bit more about that in detail. Nick, Alex, whoever wants to start off, please go ahead and do.
All right, I'll do my best. It is a pretty complex system. So there's a few factors in this whole thing, and cold alone doesn't make for a good striper run. There has to be a few of them. So the first one that relates with the cold winters is the availability, the delayed, or it's a copepod that's delayed and it's concentrated during these cold winters. It's called a Eurytemera carolea. I probably botched that. But so what happens is when it's a cold winter, these copepods are more available in the spring for these striped bass larvae, which ultimately leads to a higher survival rate and year class for those stripers. The next one, so there's three factors really I want to touch up on. The next one is freshwater flow. The freshwater flow, meaning the spring rainfall or like a wet winter, when there's more of a rainfall, there's going to be there are going to be more nutrients in the water for these striped bass, and there's going to be more concentrated copepods for them as well. And then the final factor is going to be the adult spawning abundance. So the bigger fish have to be there spawning to begin with. So all these factors don't mean anything unless that there's going to be those fish there. So yeah, there's other factors too. There's water quality, there's water temperature, turbidity, pollution, all that stuff.
Sure.
But ultimately, the cold winters correlate with these copepods. So in the video, I made an analogy.
I want you guys to explain to everybody the copepods more in detail.
Yeah, so they're a type of zooplankton. So it's like a zooplankton are drifting organisms. So kind of like krill. These specific ones, these striped bass larvae rely on them to survive.
When it's colder,
when it's colder,
locked in place and they meet at a perfect time.
Correct. So the timing is essential. I use the analogy of farming in the video. So you take farming, you got to wait to plant the seed until it's warm enough. So you take, after the cold, you plant the seed. With the warmth and the rainfall, the crops explode.
Sure.
It's a seed too early, or if it's not wet enough.
Similar to striped bass, when the bait or when the copepods are available for the striped bass larva, it's a good outcome, just like in farming. So
yeah. So basically, in a nutshell, let's talk about those copepods again. So basically, we're going to get a cold winter. More water runoff, rain keeps that water activated, which will cause the copepods hopefully to spawn, or what should we say, at the same time
Right. Yeah. Delayed almost to where they're blooming right when them striped bass are ready to feed.
They're more abundant. Right. Right. For the striped bass.
So we have a better chance of that happening with this cold winter. And if that happens, which it should, we should have a better spawn of fish. Now, people that do studies will know probably by next year from the little schoolies that'll be running around. But as far as a fisherman like myself, in 3 to 4 years, I will know, because I don't know if I had mentioned to you guys. So basically, 10 years ago, the same month, even before, the first week in February, we were going down there and we were catching 20 to 30 schoolies at a time. No problem. Anywhere from 16 inches up to 22 inches. We were catching fish like crazy. And as the years went by, since that 10-year run, we've gotten less schoolies and more bigger fish. You go back to the spawns of the 90s, early 2000s, some of those spawns were cold winters, and that's why now we're having this influx of bigger fish being caught. But in the last few years, we've had pretty much some of the worst spawns in the history ever. And those guys, such as yourselves, you're going to be probably in that nice prime age of 50 years old, and you're going to be like, where are all the big fish? And that was because of bad spawns that we had in the last few years. So I'm just using that as an example to show people or make them understand the spawning season. So what else? Go ahead, honey.
There's a diagram that you had sent us, Nick and Alex.
Right.
Which
We'll
one should I show? The one that shows colder versus
Show the
warmer?
year ones.
The history?
The 2011, the 2019 to 2024.
Yeah, so we got that up right now. We got cold winters and striped bass. You can go through that, guys.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so there was a cold winter back in 2011, which led to, it was a strong year class. So we're probably catching those fish right now.
Right.
And then so these past few years, 2019 and 2024, have been warm and dry, leading to bad spawns. And then, this year we're hopeful that it's going to be a good spawn. It's been a cold one.
Cold, lots of snow. So
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at 211, 212. Warmer and drier, low spring flow, very poor recruitment. This is a pretty good chart, guys. If you can get it later, just you can even copy it and study it
Recent
yourselves.
years, warm winters and dry conditions, and now we've got obviously very cold in the Chesapeake.
Yeah, we definitely should see a difference. Also on the green, what do we call that again? The green that grows under the sun because the sun.
Algae.
Algae. So that should even be less this year too.
Yeah.
With go ahead.
Not sure. Did you see the what happened down south in the Potomac River? There was a huge sewage spill. That was actually the recent video we just made. But
okay.
Oh wow.
Hopefully it doesn't have too much of an effect. It sounds like it will, because it turns out it was the biggest spill in U.S. history.
And they're not talking about
sewage spill.
Yeah, they're not talking. I know. I heard this too.
Horrible.
I heard this.
It's like we're taking one step forward and one step back, but we're two steps. Yeah. It's close. Yeah. we got you. But no, this is good though. The winter, this whole winter thing, it's looking up because we all hear that the fishery's going bad. Right. I feel like that's always the main topic. So this is some hope,
positivity. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it is the positivity, no doubt about it. Especially people that actually do these studies, they're all up on it. That's all I've been hearing is, I see the kids down here in the Hudson, the kids that go to high schools and they got them all on the trips. They all got their waders and they all do all these tests to see the livelihood of fish in the Hudson River. And again, I'm going to mention, rivers and oceans, they're amazing as far as filtering out. You know, a lot of times we worry, oh, the oil spills and this and that. But it's amazing how just 1 year later you couldn't tell if anything happened there or not because the ocean does such a great job filtering.
And you have firsthand experience, right, with these cold winters?
Yes, I do, buddy. 100%. So I've been fishing the Hudson now just about 17 years, and all the years have been different, man. It's like you expect one thing to happen, and another thing happens. You know, the warmer waters or the warmer weathers have changed everything for all of us, and we're all learning new things every year now that we go striped bass fishing, because it isn't like it was textbook where you would open your book from your yearly logs and go back to the same spot and have the same things happen. I'm pretty sure that a lot of areas, those things are still occurring, but in a lot of areas they aren't, and they're always brand new. As you guys brought up, for instance, the black drum, how it's coming back right now versus how it was back in the day. So, you know, hopefully everything will be in that positive flow that we can have our fishing industry, you know, still produce fish for all of us to enjoy, and all of us too over the years 100% have gotten better as far as catch and release and understanding why we are releasing these fish. There was a time in the day you wouldn't even think of releasing a fish. It wouldn't even be a conversation. But anyway, go ahead, honey. Read it off.
So Alex Dolly has a question for Nick and Alex. If striped bass also spawn in the north out of the bay, what is this? Out of the Bay Fundy? And the waters are normally colder up there than in the Hudson and Delaware.
Yeah. There could be, I mean, I've seen theories to where the striped bass migration is just moving north in general. So there's less fish that are spawning in the Chesapeake, and the whole migration is just shifting north. That's what I've heard.
Following the colder temperatures.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, that's one thing that I always like to believe, but there's always going to be people on the other side that believe another way. But I will tell you this, that what you guys are saying, I like to believe in that. Why? Here's a great example of it. So I spoke to Craig from Van Stall. This was about 6 months ago. And for the first time, they are getting orders for reels up in the areas of Canada where they never caught, you know, stripers up there were always caught off boats. They really weren't caught off the beaches. Lawrence River there now, all that, they're catching them off the beaches up there, which is a first. It's new. So that's why, and you know, I brought it up and I say stores are ordering Van Stalls up there now because people are catching them off the shore. It isn't just off the boats. The migration is changing a little. You have to be realistic. The temperatures are changing. So that's why I feel that also I'm with you guys with the migration moving north also.
Yak Angler saying those Canadian stripers have their own genetic code.
Yeah, they do. They're not the same. I know.
The same, yeah.
Was it the Mariachi River up there?
Miramichi area. Miramichi.
They have stripers up there that, you know, go up their river, come out into the bay, a little bit into the ocean, and then back up. They don't do the migration thing down south. But go ahead, honey. Go ahead, Nick. Yeah.
Almost like a hybrid striped bass. That's something that comes to mind. I'm not sure.
You catch a lot of those hybrid striped bass type things, like in Tennessee. They have there at the dams, and they look almost like little footballs out there.
Yeah,
but they're still striped bass, man, no doubt.
Broken stripes, right?
They don't have true stripes. They're more round.
Yeah.
They're more round. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A Van Stall must be 2,000 in Canada. David Matthews. He's right. He's right. So, guys, tell me a little bit more. I know you guys are young, and, you know, I like what you do with all these knowledgeable little facts, these reels you put out. I think that's really great. That's the number one thing that people go to YouTube and Instagram. It's about learning. And I appreciate you guys doing that. We're definitely going to have you on the show again. I'm not getting rid of you right now, but I'm definitely going to have you guys back on the show. As the years go by, you'll just get more and more knowledgeable, and you'll get more and more fish for us to see. I know you guys also make videos, everything, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So any personal best out there you want to show off, talk about a little bit?
Maybe just this past spring we had a good session. We were with our dad, and we call it bluefish, we call it black drum. There were striped bass, and we did it together, which made it the great thing about it.
Not often do we all go out together, and we get skunked more than often when we go individually, if not together. But when we had everybody together, we caught.
Yeah,
we caught.
It was a good day. It was a great day.
Beautiful.
We'll never forget it.
No, never forget it. But ultimately, what we try to preach in the videos is when you're out there fishing, don't expect to catch every single time. Just be grateful you're out there.
Yeah.
Enjoy the ride, and it's better than working, right?
It's better than working. Yeah.
You're on the water.
That has been the line since the beginning of time, my friends. Let me tell you, there is no better time. I mean, when you're fishing out there, think about it. You're fishing out there from the shore. What a tough business that is, especially at nights in the fall season where it's cold. But we love it. And it's 100% better than being at work any day of the year. So,
couple of questions from Eddie Bucktails for the guys. Who casts the farthest, and who's the better fisherman?
Ooh, I think I got you beat for both of them.
He might. Okay, he's got me. I'm the older brother, though. I got to tell you, he's got me beat. All right.
I agree with that.
Alex.
So
Nice.
Tell me a little bit about, I know this started with your great-grandfather, right? He was working. Tell me a little bit about that. Honey, put up a picture of their grandfather.
Sure.
Go ahead, guys.
So we always, you wonder why, where the passion comes from with like hunting and fishing. And we think about our grandfathers, to become from fishermen, ancestors.
Yeah.
So, talking to our dad and our grandfather, we had our great grandfather, his name was Kutch, South Philly native, worked 5-6 days a week at the Italian market in 9th Street. But when he wasn't working, he was either crabbing or fishing or gambling. Right?
My kind of guy.
Yes. But really, ultimately, when we go back and we look at these pictures, you laugh. And there's always pictures with fish.
Yeah.
They caught a lot of fish back in the day.
Yeah.
I think there's one with the group where they have a whole bunch of fish on the ground in front of them. What are those?
They were catching. They weren't fishing. There's, I think, there's bluefish all over that deck there.
Oh, my gosh. All those are bluefish?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they were catching in those days. I don't care what anybody says. It was a catching sport, no doubt. Did you guys get to fish with your great-grandfather at all? Or?
No, we did not.
That's all right. But you heard the stories, I guess, through your dad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Your dad still fishing with you guys also?
Yeah. We take him out.
It's funny. He taught us growing up.
He introduced us to it.
He taught us, but now we teach him.
Yep.
Like full circle.
Yeah.
Now we got to ask you, Mr. P.
Yes, yeah.
How did you get into fishing? Do you have any ancestors that fished?
Yeah, the whole works. So basically, I got into fishing because there was this girl. She was swimming in the water. And no, I'm kidding. Let's not go that far. But I got into fishing through my dad. As a kid, it was a neighbor. And he'd always go out fishing. He had a boat and all that stuff. I did get on his boat later on, but that's what got me into it. And then I would start, Dad, take me fishing. Now, my dad, I'm going to tell you guys, when it comes to sports, complete spastic. He couldn't catch a baseball, couldn't dribble a basketball. But it was always my mother there pushing him, take me to baseball practice, take me to the games, take me fishing. He wasn't a guy to fish. I remember we went to Montauk. Now, I heard through his friends before he got married they went out to Montauk. They went out on the boat, and he took the rod, his first cast, and when he casted it, yes, he threw the whole rod and everything over the boat. And I remember the guys were telling me it was a big commotion. He didn't want to pay for the rod. My father was cheap, but he didn't want to pay for the rod, everything. But he had to pay for it, obviously.
Oh my God.
So I remember him taking us to Montauk as kids. And from the summers of 1967, 68 until 1973, we did trips to Montauk in an area called the Hills. And I have pictures from that and everything as a kid growing up. And I remember him taking me fishing, and he had bought a pole. But remember, when you're fishing from the surf, you're not going to buy a boat pole. But my dad was a spastic, so he went and bought a boat pole. And I remember I was so freaking excited. I could see it now. He says to me, the one thing, he was very strict. He says to me, go sit on that rock. We're going to catch fish, and don't ask me any questions. That's the way my dad was. So I went and sat in the rock, and I'm watching him set up. And I remember him putting worms on the hook, and then he throws the rod out. But if you're using a boat pole, especially a boat pole that's just for the boat, you got to have that special touch on your thumb. Too much pressure, you're going to cast 5 feet. Too little pressure, and you get that nice big bird's nest. And obviously, bird's nest was the game of my father. So I remember the bird's nest developed, and then you'd watch him sit there picking and doing, and he finally gets it. You know, and it wasn't like 5 minutes. You're talking about 10, 15 minutes to take that thing apart. And when he finally gets it after the third time, I got up off the rock and I walked up to him and I'm like, Dad, are we going to catch any fish? Guys said, go sit on that rock over there. He was all frustrated. But I remember there was somebody next to us fishing, and I asked my father, can I go over there? I ran over there, and there was a guy, and the 2 fish were buried in the sand. Half of their heads were sticking out, and I could see stripes. And I asked the guy, what kind of fish are those? And he said to me, striped bass. So I go running back to my father, and I go, Dad, he's catching striped bass. He goes, all right. And with an accent, okay, you sit that rock. We catch fish now. I don't know the striped bass. My father didn't know. And I remember getting older and then finally getting my paper out and buying my first spinning reel. I was able to compete, meaning I can get out there now and catch fish. And I was bringing fish home, something that me and my dad never did. We never caught a fish together. 24 times. How do you go fishing with your dad 24 times? You don't catch a fish. But at least he took me, and then I would catch fish, and I'd bring him home, and he'd be like, oh, where are you getting these? And most recently, maybe 5 years ago, I had a fish swallow a hook, took a ride from the Hudson River, went to my mom's house, and I remember my mom was cleaning the fish. These people were professionals. They lived next to rivers. This is what they did. And she was cleaning the fish. And I remember my father walking up to her with a cane and then shrugging her on the shoulders and saying, you see, I taught him how to catch fish. But that was my dad, great guy, passed away, 96 years old. Just super terrific. And that's what he did. He took me fishing, and I didn't catch any fish, made me hungrier. And through the years, here I am now. I'm talking to Nick and Alex, and we're talking about the weather here and what's going on with the fish. But anyway, thanks, guys. I appreciate you coming to my show. That's my story. But continuing, Ro. Go ahead.
Oh, Danny D. Fish is saying, growing up, all I ever caught were bluefish and flukes and porgies. Stripers came later in life, so they were the game fish to catch.
Same here, Danny. Same exact thing, buddy. That's all we caught. Yeah. So going back to the boys here, Nick and Alex. So any plans now? What do you guys, any ideas, anything going on in the future with you guys?
Yeah, we got some sessions coming up. We take a look at the moon phases, in those last few weeks of March and April.
Delaware River first.
Delaware River first, and then we'll hit the side banks pretty good for about a month, and then that first week of May, we're hitting the surf.
Yeah,
That's
pretty cool.
our game plan.
Pretty cool. I know you guys get them earlier than we do, obviously. You guys are first down there, then Jersey comes, and then the rest of us join on in the fun. I know our season in the Hudson should start taking off now, and even in a few weeks. Soon as this as soon as the ice pretty much melts, we should start getting something as far as resident fish that'll start coming off on the sides now. They'll start catching those first, but soon enough we'll be getting the regular fish coming up river, and it should be lots of fun, guys. How about yourselves? Do you guys do river fishing down there also, or?
Yeah, we'll hit up the Delaware River.
Bloodworms.
Yep,
Always.
we've had some success. They did restrict a good part of the river between April and June. I forget the actual specific dates, but it's to protect those spawning fish. I'm not sure. Do they have the same up in the Hudson?
No, we don't have anything like that as far as the dates. I think our dates are April 15th. I'm not sure. John, you're out there. I think it's April 15th. They open up the gates as far as fishing for the fish. They are very strict down here, though. You have to be very careful if you're catching fish before the dates. Don't answer these officers wrong, because if you do, you're definitely going to get a ticket. Very strict, and I don't blame them. With all these, less fish being caught, just less fish everywhere. Obviously, they're going to get a little bit more strict. I thought we were going to have a memorandum this year, but it didn't happen.
Oh, the moratorium.
Yeah, moratorium, and it didn't happen, which is good in a way, obviously.
Here's a question from Aquatic Apes NYC. How far up Delaware do you think stripers swim? I heard someone claim all the way up to Catskills.
I hear people up near there's a bridge by Trenton, I'm pretty sure. I don't go that far up. I stick, I'll tell you where I stick to, that Tacony, Palmyra area. Yeah. That's about as high as I'll go.
Yeah, they do. I know they get up to the, all the way up to Troy, New York, as far as the Hudson. That's their spawning grounds up there. I don't think you're even allowed to fish up there. No snagging allowed, and it's last year I heard was the end of the year before, they had fish up there. They had good amount of fish spawning, but as far as the weather, we had quite a few winters that were pretty warm, so we talked about that earlier. Hopefully this year will be a little different. Let's see.
So it's April 1 for above the George Washington Bridge, according to BX Surfcaster. So it's
Are you sure it's
April 1.
Are you sure it's below? It could be April 1st. It's above could be the 15th. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure.
King of the Hudson would know.
Yeah, King of the Hudson would know. John, where are you? April 1st, he says. There it is. I believe it. It's April 1st. Yeah.
Let me ask you: did you guys ever have a herring run?
Huge. They used to have huge. They still are having the herring runs, but they don't stop off the sides anymore. They're just ripping and they're going straight up. And obviously the striped bass are right behind them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the herring runs, bro. We were just talking about the other day. Flukes, bluefish. Those things were fish that were pretty much up the Hudson. We had no problem catching them there, but today you barely get anything like that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ro.
No, I was just saying who's talking about here. Wormway. We have 2 slots a day in New York.
Yeah. Bluefish, yeah, they get on the Delaware up to where it meets the Muscatonic, and there is a dam that stops them. They chase trouts in backs. That's coming from Bluefish. Yeah, brother.
Oh.
Mr. P, I got a story for you. I don't know if you ever heard about the Henry Hudson theory.
Tell me about it.
Back I just made a video on it, so this is why it's kind of fresh in my brain. So back in the 1600s, when he was first coming through here, they claimed to have saw wild Atlantic salmon in the Hudson River. This is what the logs say. Now, they're not sure if it was herring, but all they knew, they didn't catch them, but they seen crazy flashes in the water.
Sure.
So They documented it as
Salmon.
Atlantic salmon,
Right.
but
Wow.
I'm not sure. But yeah, they're fish that are all the way up in Canada, and they're really not wild down here anymore. But I just thought that was interesting.
That is interesting. That's very interesting. I never heard that before. Now I'm going to do my own research on that. I'm pretty sure you guys have done it already, but that's pretty interesting, no doubt about it. Go ahead, Ro, read that.
Which one?
The one you're pointing at, I
Let's
guess.
see. John Francisconi. You're not allowed to target stripers above the George Washington Bridge after November 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can catch one largemouth or
This is
20-pound striper. It's crazy. Chasing herring. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right. Other than that, you guys want to add anything else? Add anything to this?
Shout outs, hellos, anybody?
No, if you guys are more interested in hearing about these informational videos, there's how many is there? There's 35 of them.
Something like that. Yeah, we're in the
on the
30s with
YouTube
them now.
channel.
Yeah, we'll
On
post
your YouTube channel?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Yep.
we'll
Yeah.
post that down at the bottom of this.
And it's up on the
Video.
screen there, their YouTube channel, and also the Instagram is up there on the screen for everybody. Cool.
Cool. Yeah, thank you guys for having us on.
It's our first
live stream. Yeah, yeah.
We try to do a podcast every now and then. We just
Right.
usually cigar,
Yeah.
drink
Why
some
not?
beer now.
Yeah.
Heck yeah,
Nice.
it's the way to do it.
Cool.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
beautiful
But
thing.
appreciate you guys having us on.
Yeah, I, like I said, I saw you guys on, and I saw this thing about the winter spawning, and I said, "Oh, these guys are interesting." And then I went through your page, and I realized that it isn't just that one video. You guys make quite a few. That's why I'm gonna put it up on the bottom. You guys got to check these guys out. Please subscribe to their channels and follow them here on Instagram.
Oh, here's a question. What
Go
is
ahead.
your cigar of choice?
Okay, you take that first.
I like Arturo Fuente cigars, or
Ashton's pretty solid.
what is that like? He's my father's. Yeah.
My father's. Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty cool stuff.
Romeo and Juliet's, they're
Yeah.
good too. Inexpensive.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inexpensive. Gotta love it.
Mr. P, what about you? What's your cigar? I know you're a cigar guy.
Yeah,
Been a
well,
while.
what do you?
Been
What kind of
Years
cigars?
ago.
Yeah, we used to go, like I said, to Vegas,
It was
and
a
this
long time ago.
Aston cigar that comes in like that silver aluminum cover thing, right? That's the one I used to get. It's not like I'm a professional cigar guy, but every year when we used to go to Vegas, that was one thing that I loved: sitting down at the tables, nice cigar.
Yeah.
I used to smoke cigarettes before I quit,
Okay.
but cigars was always fun to have,
in
especially
Vegas.
especially a nice drink, right, honey?
Sure.
Then you go to kiss your wife. She's like, "Get away from me! You smell like cigars." Yeah, what are you
Yep.
gonna do?
Oh man.
It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, the picture, by the way, we got a confirmation. It's
It's Amazon, right?
Amazon
Yeah.
find. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazon. You can find this picture. Should we
Which one?
put it on-
Which one? Put it up. Put it up. Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
one behind.
Ah,
Yeah, that's on
Oh,
Amazon.
that's from Amazon. There you go.
That on the
Yeah.
what is that called?
The Amazon storefront.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll put it.
Yeah.
We'll put it on one of our links for the storefront if you're
Okay.
interested in
Okay.
checking it out.
there you
Yes, you could get there from your YouTube channel.
Yep, you can get to the Amazon storefront.
go. Hey, honey, you're
Perfect.
gonna have to pull up
Perfect.
the thing for the giveaway.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
Hang
I
out,
almost
guys.
forgot. Hang out a second. So we're gonna have the Hog Island lures. It's a custom wood lures. I got a 9-inch spoof right here, 3.8 ounces
Oh,
floater.
wow.
It's a
Okay.
limited edition. Nice. We'll put that on the overhead. Nice spoof. Yeah, I like big lures, man. Big lures catch big fish. There's all kinds of different theories, but I like using big lures. I know you guys do also. So we'll be giving this baby away to somebody today. And when my wife puts up the
Oh my goodness.
comment picker, she's getting it.
We forgot about this. Okay.
Yeah,
I forgot.
that's all right.
Load comments.
There you go.
All right. Hang out a little bit. We're almost going to finish
You
up.
guys going to be at any of the shows coming up?
We usually don't go.
Okay.
We did. You know, you were telling us about the tournaments. We
Sure.
love them. Especially the Island Beach State Park one.
Yep. That's going to be in November. I think the dates on that one is the 12, 13, 4. Is that right, hon?
You have your little cards around here.
Yeah, I got it. It's 12, 13, and 14. That's the one in Jersey. We got 20 placings ranging from, let me just say it really quick. 1 through 5 is 5,000, 35, 25, 15, 1,000 for fifth. From 6 through 10, we got 5 X2 Series Van Stalls. And then 11 through 20, we got, starting at 11th, we got 750, 650, 550, 450, 400 for 15th. And then 16 through 20, 350, 300, 250, 200, and 100. We also do the longest and most accurate cast. And those prizes pay $2,000 and $1,000. And then we have an awards party to be announced where we're going to have it. Everybody gets a drink and an appetizer from the menu. Good stuff. All right, hon, whenever you're ready to spin it.
Okay, so 5, drum roll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the winner is...
We have
Oh!
Maltezo Kevin.
Kevin.
Maltezo Kevin.
Kevin, if you're out there, buddy,
Hey.
you're in. Let's see. Is he going to say anything? You have to move the thing, honey, so I can see.
Oops, I can't see. Okay.
Kevin, if you're out there, I'll give you that 10-second countdown. 10,
Come on, Kevin. You enter,
9,
and then you got to be on.
8. I didn't see him on today. 7,
Oh, God.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, spin it up, honey.
Oh, boy.
Next.
Okay. All right.
All right, we got
here we
the
go.
winner is the Striper Hunt. If you're up there.
Striper Hunt.
All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
He left a comment and fell asleep. I guess
All right, I'll give you that 10-second countdown. 10,
The Striper
9,
Hunt.
8, 7, 6. I can't see, honey.
Okay.
5, 4. There he is. He got it. The Striper Hunt. He's there.
That's
You got it, buddy.
Wilbur Ruiz.
So just please send me your address again on my Instagram.
All right.
And we'll put it in the mail and get it to your house. Nice lure you got there, buddy. Congrats
very
on that
nice.
win. Thanks, guys, for coming to the show. Everybody out there, and especially to the two brothers, Nick and Alex. That's the
Salt Brothers Outdoors.
Salt Brothers Outdoors. Thank you so much for coming, guys. We appreciate you.
Thanks, guys.
Anything else you guys want to, any shout outs, any thank yous?
No, just thank you guys. We appreciate it. It was fun.
You guys are the guys.
Yes,
again.
we'll do it again.
Absolutely, 100%. Thank you so much, and we'll be talking soon enough. Hope to see you out, guys, on the surf and catch those fish. Let's go. Let's go.
See you, everybody.
Thanks to everybody. I'll see you guys next week. And keep an eye out on Instagram. Let's go. Let's go. Woo!